back, folks. Before we go on, I just want to check on some sports that, keep myself sharp here on the sports. And I'll use my computer and just go in here and I'm going to check. Okay.
Love that part. Hey, guys. How are the guys doing?
What's up, fellas?
I feel like this isn't on the run sheet, but can we at least address the article that's made its way around our group text about the dude who moved his family from California to Austin? Mike, mainly teeing you up on this.
Sure. It's from Business Insider. It's written by someone named Brett Adler.
The Texas Hammer?
No, he's not related to our mayor either. I moved my family from California to Austin, Texas, and regretted it. Here are 10 key points every person should consider before relocating. He also includes 12 points in here, not just 10.
Bonus
Because
point.
he says in parentheses, I couldn't just stop at 10. Sorry.
That's true.
It's more as a guy who's worked in editorial, I just want to say it's more clickable if the title says 10 instead of 12. Just pulling back the curtain there for the folks.
Oh, that's true. That's true. This is remarkable. And basically, there's a guy who moved from California. He bought a 4,000 square foot house with a pool in Bee Cave, which is sort of a suburb of Austin, and then complained about how house poor he was, basically, and how high his utilities were, and how Yelp stinks. Yelp is number 5 on here.
Okay,
Not just a pool, but also a sport court. He had a sport court in his back.
They have a basketball court.
is he playing roller hockey?
Apparently his kids couldn't play on it though because they came back with heat rash and bug bites all the time.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I don't know this guy, but I'll just say it. His kids are pussies.
Well, their dad is the biggest P. I can't say that full word because my son is in the room with me, but their dad is the biggest P in America.
He was really mad that there's not a lot of public land in Texas. And this part really made me laugh. Even our neighborhood creek was divvied up as private property. So much for the kids exploring and catching crayfish.
You're from California. What the fuck you know about crawfish?
Crayfish.
Yeah.
You want to say hi?
Hi.
What, dude?
He can't hear y'all because I got the AirPods in. But look, we got KJ, Dave, and Micah. Okay, get out of here.
Does he have anything to say to Dave?
Yeah, you want to say something to Dave? You want to call him something? Here, I'll put the mic.
Oh yeah, like he's been trained to do this.
Keep it clean though. You can say butt. It's okay.
Dave is a chicken butt.
Oh man, you're
Calling your mom.
Damn. Too close, man. He got you.
Hello. I'd like to report your son for his potty mouth.
And chicken poop.
Okay. That's enough.
I'd like to we need to call the authorities and report a murder. Because Park's just pushed 6 feet under, Dave. How's that taste?
Damn, Dave. He had to do it to him.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I'll just tell you the truth. So are we sure this isn't satire?
We're not sure, but I don't think it's satire. It could be trolling, but I don't think it's satire.
Look, I have no problem with people not liking Austin. It's not for everybody. That's fine. But he talks about Austin like it's hell, like it's the worst place imaginable.
His kids.
It's just not that bad.
There's also a thing about how Austin has, quote, nowhere to go. There are no snowy mountains, no raging rivers, no soaring arches. Did you really expect snowy mountains when you moved to Austin, first of all? And they said if you live in Austin, don't change much. If you live in Austin, things don't change much in a 7-hour drive radius. Since we love the outdoors, exploring, climbing, rafting, Austin was not our cup of tea. Austin, a city well known for not having any outdoor activities. And 7 hours? Do you know the things that you can see if you drive 7 hours from Austin? Get the fuck
Like, that's the weird part about that comment. Like, you are literally in all 5, whatever they teach you in geography, like the Great Plains, fucking marshy fields. The mountains are close enough out west if you hit 5, 7 hours.
7 hours.
Also is from Austin, but shit, there are mountains out west. Like,
Yeah.
you'll hit a desert.
Hey, also, you're not that far from the beach. Granted, it's not a great beach, but it's like less than 4 hours to the beach.
He also
Never
talks
thought
about
Coca-Cola.
or how Texas has high property taxes, but doesn't mention that Texas has no income tax. So that's
Yeah, I noticed that too.
That's why all the free agents sign here.
yeah. You know, it's always that's good job, Dave. Getting this back to sports.
Thank you. Hey, speaking of sports, did you guys check out the inauguration? You don't have to answer that, but did you guys check out? Did you guys check out this tweet?
Oh, here we go.
This Instagram story from Vegas quarterback Derek Carr on the day of the inauguration. This ruffled a lot of feathers. People were they weren't really aware that this was a weighted vest, and a lot of people who work out wear weighted vests like this. And I guess his timing was bad, but everybody thought he was about to storm the Capitol or something.
Well, he's also wearing a quarter zip, which isn't generally something people do extreme cardio workouts in. So it doesn't exactly pass the smell test here.
I don't know if that's that could be an Under Armour QZ. It looks very techish if you look closely. I don't know. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if he's ever had any egregious moments in his past.
Wait, are we sure this is just a weighted vest?
Yes,
That's the claim.
it is.
Okay.
It's a rogue. I don't know. If you follow any butthead on Instagram, they do the Murph. They'll do like their CrossFit or Murph challenge wearing these.
Okay, because it looks very military issued.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
Stolen valor.
it's definitely stolen valor. That's that scene, man.
The United States flag patch right on the chest there. It makes it look extra military. So yeah, he's an idiot for posting this and thinking that people just think it was a weighted vest. It's a QAnon Z.
That's a great guy.
That's good. That's pretty good. Stella, no.
You guys want to talk NFL football?
I want to talk hotline real quick.
Oh yeah. Do we get the number in here?
Yeah.
I think we do. Great reminder.
It's 833-371 DIP DIPP. 833-371 DIP with 2 P's.
When are we breaking this bad boy out? Is that set up and going?
Monday.
Ooh-wee.
You could call in and opine. Just know that I'm not going to let you go for a minute. You're going to have to get in, get out, and be tactical. Be Derek Carr.
Can I give my one preference for call-ins?
Please.
My least favorite thing about voicemails. If you call in with a question, I don't need your answer. I don't need your example of your answer. Ask the question. That's it. I don't
That's a
need
good
your FMK with other things, and then you lay out your 3. Let's leave it for 4 answers. We don't need the 5th. I want your question though. Don't need your answer.
Is that a way of saying that maybe we do that on our Patreon a little too much?
No. It's not you.
I field the questions though. I can weed those out if it's not good.
No. It is. I'm just shitting on people, but somebody's got to.
Somebody had to do it. Yeah, hit the dip line. What do we say we're going to call it? Dip pick? No. Dip tips.
Dip
tips.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, just the dip tips. That's what we're looking for there.
Oh, and if your name is Josh, I'd recommend using a different name before leaving a voicemail.
It's the Ohio State guy. He loves Ohio State. Hey, did you guys see that the Eagles hired a head coach, and it's not Kellen Moore, it's not Eric Bieniemy, it's somebody else, Nick Sirianni. We taught the world.
Sirianni.
Anybody got 30 seconds on Nick Sirianni?
Yeah, please.
I loved that George Clooney movie about his family.
What movie was that?
I never heard this guy's name before, just for the record.
Yeah, he's never actually called an offensive play in the NFL. He was the offensive coordinator with the Colts, but wasn't the play caller. And apparently he was visiting family in either, I think it was near Palm Beach or Palm Springs. I think it was Palm Springs because it was California. And the Eagles were doing their coaching search there and just said, hey, do you mind driving over and talking to us? And they hired him.
Right place, right time.
It's so pathetic. I mean, don't get me wrong. He may be a qualified and good quality head coach. I don't even want to make this like a race thing about Eric Bieniemy because it's not the Eagles' job to hire, to be the ones holding the hot potato at the end of the hiring season. Like it's bigger than that. But it just is strange how deep we dig for like head coach candidates sometimes when there are quality other candidates who've made themselves like, available and or probably deserve an opportunity to coach again elsewhere, i.e. a Leslie Frazier, Todd Bowles again. Not specifically making it about race, but we seem to be digging to making the Zach Taylors of the world work.
I think it's fair to do, KJ. I don't remember the last time an unaccomplished black coach was hired. It just doesn't seem to happen. What's his name? Mike Tomlin was never a coordinator. I think he was a team's coach or something. But like the last time, he's been there for 15 years. It just doesn't. It's a weird. I don't know. We're probably not the right podcast to talk about the discrepancies and but it is worth noting.
It's one of those things. I think with him, if they're trying to say, hey, this loose relationship to Frank Reich, like objectively, not about the coaching carousel hire situation, like good luck. Again, as a non-Cowboys fan, I think you're making a terrible decision. The rest of the division was shit this year. It's not going to be that way for very long because I think the Giants will be better with Saquon. I think the Cowboys will be a lot better with Dak back. And I think Ron Rivera is clearly doing good things in Washington. The Eagles, I don't think, are going to catch up by hiring Nick Sirianni.
Oh.
But hey, whatever.
No, I think that's all fair.
We want to hear absolute psychopath Dan Campbell.
Yes. This is what we came for.
So the Lions hired Dan Campbell, who I don't know that I personally was real. I was aware of him because he did the interim stint, like 12 games with the Dolphins. And here in the Dallas area on the Ticket, he used to do a weekly show with Jake, who's been on our show before, his midday show back in the day. And by all accounts, Dan Campbell's basically Jason Witten without the stats. He's a Parcells, regime, Parcells regime guy who's brought in to be like the Sean Lee of the room without basically, putting up a lot of numbers on the field. Had a lot of responsibilities in New Orleans, is definitely a Mike Vrabel-esque rah-rah guy, and I cannot wait for him to make the playoffs and stick around forever in Detroit if he's going to give us this.
So this team's going to be built on we're going to kick you in the teeth, all right? And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you, and when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off, all right? And we're going to stand up, and then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down, all right? And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap, and we're going to get up, and then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing. All right, that's going to be the mentality.
Hey man, maybe calm down a little bit. You can't just go eat. You can't eat kneecaps, man.
Dude, I'm
doing that.
Oh,
I need Dan Campbell's height and weight.
I'm about to drive 4 miles south or 4 hours south and run through the wall. I love it. Let's go, Dan.
Dan through that wall. Dan Campbell he's also calling himself the dude. They posted a photo of his nameplate outside of his office, and it says Dan Campbell, head coach / the dude.
I was really hoping that was photoshopped, but I guess it's not.
No, that's real. He also had another comment that said, "This place has been kicked, it's been battered, it's been bruised, and I could sit here all day and give you coach speak all day long. I can tell you, hey, we're not going to win this weekend. None of that matters, and you guys don't want to hear it anyway. You heard enough of that shit. Excuse my language."
He did sound like he was testifying on a 2020 episode, giving his firsthand report. Dan Campbell, absolute unit. I will
Big
tell you
dude.
this, the Micah Weiner of Detroit is not making any weekly comments about him. He is 6'5", 260.
And as Brandon Vaughn points out, drinks a gallon of coffee a day.
That's
Which
too much
feels-
coffee.
It just feels like a lot of coffee. I have
Even
I
for
have
a
2
large
cups and I have 2 cups and I start twitching. It's too much.
A little
Yeah.
too much drip.
I don't know. I mean, Cole Campbell is probably going to be a big fan if this dude is that into booming loud.
That's our fashion segment, KJ. Too much drip.
Yeah.
Don't forget
If,
it. Speaking
if
of, there we go.
if this fails, oh yeah, you're doing it for Dippy.
Yeah, wrong titty. Shop.watch media.
Yeah, I think that's it. If this goes south, which I don't know, it probably will. It's no offense to Will. It's Detroit. I don't really have a lot of faith in this. The dude bit is going to get so old so fast. If they so let's say they win their first 2 games and somebody's like, oh, the dude abides, and they start doing that bit.
Oh,
And then
no.
when they lose 6 straight, they're going to be like, dude, the dude sucks. It's just going to be right. It's just going to backfire. I don't have any faith in it. I hope it works out because I do like Matt Stafford and I like Will DeFreeze. So
Do grown men, and I'm talking about NFL football players, respond to that kind of coach that the way he talks and is just like, oh, we're just gonna, we're a bunch of hard asses and like a lunch pail mentality, but to the extreme. I feel like if I'm 28 years old, been in the league for a few years, that's just not going to do it for me anymore.
Yeah, I think for a short period of time, yes, it's going to wear out on people. For example, Tom Coughlin was brought in not to be the head coach in Jacksonville, but just to basically be the organize and run shit in the room guy. And absolutely, I don't even know what to do with this overlay. Thanks. And absolutely run the culture into the ground, finding people for missing training table, all kinds of bullshit. But you can't say that people weren't listening to Tom Coughlin when he helped put together. He wasn't really the GM at the time, but he certainly was the voice in the room when they were making the AFC title game with Blake Bortles at quarterback. So it works. And then, half the stars were gone. Calais Campbell, Jalen Ramsey, and Yannick Ngakoue were gone, and Fournette the very following year after he was gone. So I think it rubs people wrong. A 6-year deal is a lot. It kind of shocks me. That's kind of what Shanahan got. I think he got a 10-year deal out in Lynch got 10 years and Shanahan got 7 out in San Francisco. So we'll see.
Micah, can you care to explain your absence for the last 30 seconds as KJ made a good sports point?
My computer just turned off, which is always fun, and I did not have time to go get the ring light, Juliet. I apologize. I look terrible today.
I think I need to get a ring light.
Look at me.
You look very handsome. I don't.
Hey guys. Yeah, I'm you know what? The Dan Campbell thing was a nice break from inauguration tweets. Like to have my timeline filled up with just people just absolutely, I don't know what they were doing. Some were applauding. A lot of people were like, wow, this is who the Lions hired. I don't know. It was a fun break though.
We hit some of the other hires, I believe, on Monday, but did we talk all gas, no break?
No, that happened today. That was the press conference. The Jets head coach, Robert Saleh. Is that how we're saying this?
It's not Salah.
Saleh?
Everybody was going Salah, and it's Saleh, I think.
Saleh.
Saleh.
He had his introductory press conference today. We mentioned that he got hired earlier this week. He had his press conference and then announced the new motto for the Jets: all gas, no break.
Which is also coincidentally the new motto of the Texas Longhorns in Steve Sarkisian.
We heard
He's all gas, no breaks. He won't stop tweeting it and hashtagging it.
You think he should have probably do the damn thing?
You should do the damn thing. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like at some point you're gonna have to apply the brakes. I mean, it's just basic physics.
New York traffic, I guess, huh? Hey.
It is dangerous.
I do want to say shouts to Drew who confirmed that the guy the Lions hired looks just like the guy off the South Park episode. He does look like the PC coach or whatever the dude's name is. Yeah, it's hilarious.
I mean, I hope for good things, but just like my evaluation of the Eagles hire, like a lot's going to have to do with the division you're in. It's not just that the Dolphins got 10 head coaches wrong; it's that you're in a division with the Patriots for fucking 20 years. Like you're in a division right now with however long Rodgers and LaFleur keep this up. I think the Bears aren't terrible. They're good enough to split games with the Lions for the next 5 years. And who knows what's going to happen in Minnesota because we've got the note coming up. They're without an offense coordinator because Gary Kubiak is retiring again. So who knows how it turns out in Detroit.
Dude,
Congrats to the Kubiaks.
Fred on, good sirs.
Do you guys want to guess how old Gary is?
A lot younger than I thought.
Oh, I mean,
Doesn't look a day over 55.
I know.
I have a source. I have a source that would probably know, but I don't know what he's doing right now.
Like you can say internet?
61.
he is 59.
Okay.
Oh,
I was talking about our friend Klein, Dave.
Did you know
Right.
Saban and Saban's 69? I did not realize that.
Nice.
Or not? Is that right? Saban's old AF.
I believe it.
Saban is 69.
Nice.
So the Texans are going to end up hiring Bieniemy, and it's going to be good because Bieniemy gets hired, but it's going to be bad because it's the worst organization in the NFL. Well, top 3, bottom, one of the worst.
It is incredible that there were 7 coaching openings, and all of them have been filled except for the Texans, who fired their coach 4 months ago.
You don't want anybody else to get your job.
Oh,
Doing?
I don't know. I hope it works out for them. For if no other reason, like Deshaun Watson's career can't be squandered in that way. That'd be a travesty. And I think, as dumb as it's going to sound, I think the Larry Tunsil trade is a terrible decision. But I think he's been playing well enough to they're not far off if they got a coach in there who knew what they were doing. Is Mahomes playing? Mahomes is playing this week. There's no risk about that,
He
right?
took every first team snap on Wednesday. I didn't see what he did on the practice.
Oh, I read that he was limited in practice today. I don't think it's foregone conclusion that he is playing. I mean, I think he probably will, obviously, but I don't think it's in stone yet. He also has he had a toe injury on today's report. Not that would keep him out, but
He was limping around a little bit
yeah.
last week, which
okay.
That'll probably be something that affects him more than the head trauma, neck thing, whatever actually happened coming up this week.
I'll be big sad if he doesn't play. Big sad.
Is that why he walks like he's got to take a shit sometimes? Like he does have that upright, clench the butthole, kind of walk jog at times.
I think he's just a weird walk guy.
Makes sense.
really? I never even noticed.
Watch him try to
Yeah,
get to the line in between plays, like
Yeah.
a mid-range completion. He is very high up,
Right.
contact from the feet to the ground at all times.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, keep my eyes open for that. Dwayne Haskins is signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Guys, good fit or not?
I don't hate it.
Is Big Ben coming back?
He
Do we
is
know yet?
$41 million next year, so I would imagine
Yes.
he'll come back for one more run.
Not that Haskins has, starter potential at this point in his career, but anyway.
It's a pretty low risk move for the Steelers, I believe, right?
I mean, what'd you spend all this time with Mason Rudolph for? If you're signing Dwayne Haskins,
Ooh.
Well, I think
Rudolph is the next in line, but shit.
I think all that time with Mason Rudolph has shown that it was time to go sign Dwayne Haskins. Yeah, I agree with Dave. It's a risk move. I'm sure they didn't pay him very much, and if he's a capable backup, then it's worth it. And if he somehow turns into a first-round talent like he was, maybe you get the guy for cheap.
Makes sense. Ted Thompson, not Ted Turner.
Oh.
GM of the Packers.
Yeah, I'm
68.
not going to act like I was super familiar with him, but GM of the Packers, that's a big deal.
Yeah, he helped draft Jordan Love.
Ooh.
I'm kidding. I don't think he's
I
Kirk.
think he did draft Aaron Rodgers, but he was out before they drafted Aaron.
Yeah,
That's-
before that.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's young. That's too young. Was it COVID? Is that
Hard to say.
Let me just say one thing. Shout out to his family.
Dippy sends his regards.
Nobody's seen that? Okay.
I can't place it.
Moving
Sounds
right along.
Somebody in the it's getting hot.
You know what, Chris? Okay, I will.
Whoa.
Wow.
He's
Those
going to
people
get the check.
doing big stuff off during the show.
It was David. Who was the DJ? David Guetta. And he was doing like a COVID rooftop set, and it was like in honor of George Floyd. And he's like playing the music, and it's like building up. And he goes, "This is for George Floyd." And he starts playing it, and Bobby goes, "Shout out to his family."
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Shout out to his family. I thought that was Martin Skrillex.
I don't know, same guy.
I'll track that down.
Okay. That's it. You're right, Josh.
Somebody's got to do the David Ruff Guetta.
Sorry, buddy. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Shout
I
out to
said
the
that word.
family.
I said the F word in front of Parks. He called me out.
Fair. All right, well let's jump right into picks and wrap this bad boy up. There's not a lot going on this week outside of conference title games, so no reason to drag it out.
We should start picking Big 12 basketball.
Yeah, we'll get right on that. I got Baylor.
Hey, might I propose that these games, since these games be worth like 3 or something, and the Super Bowl's worth, I don't know, like 7. Let's get crazy with it. I need a chance to catch up.
Well, before you say that, let me update you on the standings, because as of last week, and I don't know if you've seen it, but it doesn't sound like it. Regarding dip picks,
Oh, seriously?
So gross.
Dylan, you were the only person. Well, actually, I hit my big boy stack, but you went 2-2 and hit your big boy stack last week. The point total for the year, David is in the lead at 98 points. Dylan, you and I are tied in second at 97.
Let's go.
Micah got 96 points, but you may be wondering at home, how the fuck is this happening? He's got the greatest record, or the best record of all of us on the year. He's 87-73 on the year. That's not right. That's incorrect. No, that might. I don't know. You've got a really good record.
I have the best record, but I'm in last place. So
When I transpose
You suck at big boy stacks, man.
from my chart to here, it is I lost the number, but your actual total picks are 84-73. So let me correct that. Yeah, so 84-73 on the year, Micah. You're doing quite well. The problem is you suck at your big boy stacks. You have by far the worst big boy stacks record of anyone. You're 6-10. It is the only way that I am surviving. So, ponder on that as we wrap up the season. With this being conference title games, you want to say 2 points for these and then 4 for Super Bowl? Fair?
I like that.
Okay.
Who knows what it does? Big boy stacks remains a 3-point shot. So,
Dude, it's like when you're playing Wolf, and you get to the final 2 holes, and whoever's in last place gets to pick how many they're worth.
rules.
Kind of had something like that in mind, let's make
It's
it
all
let's get
gettable.
crazy.
we just don't want Micah to catch up and win this in the end.
You're right. You're right.
We can't make him worth too many points. All right.
You're right.
Bucks at Packs. Bucks at Packs. Packers are favored by 3 at home. I'll start off. I'm just going to go with Packers. Give me the home team.
Ooh. I too. Well, you know what? Since we're tied,
You got to worry about David. more
points-wise,
than-
that's
I'm
true.
the
I'm
bad
going Packers. I'm gonna go with my gut here. I'm going Packers.
This is a battle of two quarterbacks who, on multiple, if you're a gambler, a sports gambler, you've probably said you can't bet against Aaron Rodgers. You can't bet against Tom Brady. That's why it's tough. Hey, something's got to give, though, right? I'm going Pack. Sorry.
Snow on the ground.
Wow. Well, here is my opportunity. I was leaning Bucks anyway. I'm certainly going to take the Bucks now. I think they're going to win the football game. I think the Packers make a mistake. There's a turnover or two. Tampa's just playing really smart football. They're not making mistakes. They're not turning it over. That defense is really good. They have a lot of playmakers. I think that Tampa bends but doesn't break. There's some missed kicks. I don't know. I'm rooting for bad weather in the snow, and I like the Bucks.
What I should be rooting for here, now that I think of it, is I want Ndamukong Suh and I want Antonio Brown in media day for the Super Bowl, even though it's going to be a digital media day. That's what I should have been rooting for, but I'm going to stick with the Packers. Bills, Chiefs. Again, Chiefs at home. We're going to go with Chiefs by 3. Is that the line we're taking here?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, gotcha. So, David, lead off here.
Oh, I'm a coward. I told somebody Packers Bills. Oh, I don't want to bet against Mahomes. What's the line?
3.
Give me the Bills. Let's rock.
Wow.
Western New York, stand up.
God damn.
That's not your big boy stack, but I feel like it's worthy of it.
Thank you.
Dylan.
Oh man, you said Chiefs, right, Dave?
No.
Oh, you said Bills. Okay, sorry, I blacked out for a second there.
Damn.
Man, if Mahomes doesn't play, I mean, I know we expect him to play. But if he doesn't, this changes everything. But I still got to go KC, especially since Dave picked Buffalo, and I got to catch you in points. I'm going KC.
Micah.
All signs point to a Buffalo win, or at least a cover. The Bills are 8-2 in their last, or no, they're 9-1 in their last 10 games against the spread. KC is 2-8. Kansas City continues to win, but win close games. I don't care. I'm not betting against the Chiefs. I'm not going to do it. I've lost with them several weeks in a row, including big boy stacks. It just doesn't matter. I trust Tyrann Mathieu to make a play, to get a turnover, to do something. The Josh Allen roller coaster bottoms out. Even if he plays well, he's going to do something that hurts them. And Pat Mahomes, even on one leg, is going to get it done. Gives me the Chiefs.
Wow.
Everybody check out
Dude,
Patricia Brown's page.
What up,
I
Patty?
support Patricia. I bet she's got pipes, dude. Think about it.
What's up, Patty B? In honor of Patty B in the comments, I'm going with Buffalo for all the reasons Micah just said. It's hard to see a back-to-back Super Bowl appearance, much less like any little thing like a Pat Mahomes injury. I'm not worried about whatever neck or head thing happened, but if he's not as mobile as he needs to be, he has a tendency to be less than just like, on fire early in games. I was wrong about him starting off slow last week. I don't see it happening back-to-back weeks starting that fast. Give me Buffalo. I might even take Buffalo money line if I was throwing actual money down this week.
Ooh, woo.
So
Oh,
that's my pick. Big boy stacks. Micah, you want to explain yours while the rest of us string it together here?
Sure. Let's see. What did I write here? I like the Kansas City Buffalo game going under 54 this week. I took an over last week and I lost. I just think that it's going to be ugly. There's supposed to be rain in the forecast. Give me KC Buffalo under.
Chill out.
Big. God damn.
I'm going to stick with Buffalo as my big boy stack. I think if I'm picking an upset like that, picking against the champions, I've got to ride with it. I got to be about it. Give me Buffalo.
Getting big. God damn.
Just a cover for my big boy stack.
Oh, jeez.
I am going to ride with A-Raj in the snow for my big boy stack. And look, I know Brady played a lot of his career in New England, but
A lot of it.
almost all of it. Thanks, Dave. Rodgers is just a different animal in the snow, man. It's like he loves that shit. Yeah. Green Bay, big boy.
Dude.
Big. God damn.
There's only one person I know who loves snow more than Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my
Don't say it, David.
This dude from college. You guys don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna ride with that. Packers Bucks under.
Oh. What is that little total there?
51.5.
Pack. TB.
That's a low number.
51.5.
Big.
Here we go. You want to hit any of these other quick dips real quick? I skipped them all when I jumped down to dip picks, so we can double back.
We could probably talk about the Connor fight Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one Conor McGregor. I'll be watching. Dave, you have any thoughts? He's already fought Poirier, beat him in the first round. Connor's talking a lot of talk. He's walking around without a shirt on. He's staying on a private yacht in Abu Dhabi. I'm here for all of it, but the card itself isn't very stacked. The only other interesting fight on there is Michael Chandler making his UFC debut, guy who dominated Bellator for a long time. Also a fellow Missouri Tiger. We have a lot in common. Pro fighters from the University of Missouri who have fought fighters before. But so I'm rooting for him. I don't know, Dave. What are your thoughts?
Did you watch any of the press conference today? In the weigh-in?
I saw a couple of the highlights. These guys are showing a lot of respect.
They like each other. It's cool to see. I don't know what that means for the fight. I can't remember. I guess the last guy Conor had respect for was Cowboy, and Conor absolutely beat the piss out of him in a matter of seconds. I'm riding with Conor, but part of me wants to say it's going to go the distance. DP's game, they fought at a lower weight last time, and that was like, 6 years ago, 7 years ago?
Been a long time.
Been a long time. He's a completely different fighter now. I like Conor with the finish in the fourth.
We have no thoughts on it. Tennessee hiring they're hiring Danny White
As athletic director from UCF. Tennessee is a dumpster fire. It's too bad we can't talk about it a little bit more in depth. Apparently, they were handing out cash in McDonald's bags, either coaches or boosters, which is a real happy meal.
You got to get the bag.
Got to secure the bag. Everybody knows that. I wish nothing but the worst for Tennessee. That entire university deserves nothing but scorn.
Are you upset that we won't see the bonnet next year?
No, I'm. You know what? He deserved it. It was bad karma.
Jeez, Juliet, that's aggressive.
Come on, we're not doing that.
Let's save the Mets GM situation for Monday because I think we need to come equipped with the text as well, if that's fair.
I think that's
Man, that dude is twisted.
Yeah, bad decisions, Coach. And then Tiger Doc next Thursday. Is that what we're committing to?
Monday.
Monday?
Or do y'all want to do Thursday? I don't know if this format suits it.
Well, maybe not live. We can put it out Thursday. We can figure out when to record it.
Okay.
I think do our normal stuff and then do that either separate or in addition.
Oh, yeah, because we won't have a game next weekend.
Boom.
So Tiger Doc recap coming next Thursday.
Thursday, and I apologize, folks. Yes.
There you go. There you go. That's what I'm Super H for. Let's get these games, get this bread, get big, and get the fuck out of here.
So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin.
I should have played that at the beginning, but whatever.
God. I thought you were going to play David Guetta.
No, if I had that quick, I'd be very proud of myself.
I am Super H. Nobody asked me, but I'm Super H for Brady Rogers in the snow. Let's go. Watching football in the snow. Not with snow, but in the snow, David. I know you're going to make the joke. It's just so much fun. And these two guys, come on. Let's go.
I made it like 6 minutes ago.
That joke is so much fun, too.
Yeah, it's a good time.
We have fun here. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go find this video and send it to the group text so we can all watch it together and laugh.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Mama, there goes that man.
I'm abandoned my boy.
What the hell?